Every morning as the sun peeked through the curtains, Sarah would shuffle into the kitchen, her mind still foggy from sleep. Coffee was her ritual, a warm embrace that coaxed her into the day. But as she sipped her brew, a nagging thought crept in. Her health. At 35, she felt invincible, yet the whispers of her body were becoming harder to ignore. It started with the occasional odd smell from her urine, something she brushed off as a consequence of her busy lifestyle. But as weeks turned into months, the signs became more pronounced. Bubbles danced on the surface, and the hues shifted from the usual pale yellow to something darker. It was as if her body was trying to send her a secret message, one she had long chosen to ignore. To help in your kidney, I will recommend the best product in this description or the first comment. Urea hunger, she learned, was a term that encapsulated the very essence of what was happening within her. Her kidneys, those silent workhorses filtering blood and excreting waste, were signaling distress. The protein she consumed was not just fueling her body, but also escaping through her urine, a troubling sign that could lead to serious kidney issues if left unaddressed. Sarah felt a mix of fear and determination. She knew she had to take action. The first step on her journey toward better kidney health was to pay closer attention to her urine. It became a daily habit, a moment of mindfulness that grounded her. Each trip to the bathroom transformed into an opportunity for self-reflection. She noted the color, the smell, and the presence of bubbles, treating these observations like pieces of a puzzle that revealed the state of her health. With every change she documented, she felt a growing sense of responsibility for her own well-being. If her body was speaking, it was high time she listened. Hydration emerged as a vital theme in her quest for kidney health. Sarah had always been a fan of coffee and sodas, often neglecting the simple act of drinking water. But now she made it a point to start each day with a glass of water, feeling the cool liquid wash over her. She began carrying a reusable water bottle everywhere she went, sipping throughout the day, turning hydration into a habit rather than a chore. The more she learned about the role water played in flushing toxins and waste from her body, the more committed she became. Her kidneys thrived on this newfound dedication, and she could almost feel the gratitude emanating from within. As she ventured deeper into the realm of kidney health, Sarah realized that her diet needed a makeover. The convenience of processed foods had lulled her into a false sense of security, but she knew that these quick meals often came laden with hidden sodium and unhealthy fats. With renewed vigor, she embraced the colorful world of fruits and vegetables, filling her plate with a rainbow of nutrients. Whole grains became her go-to, and she reveled in the satisfaction of preparing meals from scratch. Each bite felt like an act of love, not just for her taste buds, but for her kidneys, who were finally getting the nourishment they deserved. Reducing her salt intake became a game of creativity. Sarah discovered the art of seasoning with herbs and spices, transforming ordinary dishes into culinary adventures. She experimented with rosemary, thyme, and garlic, discovering flavors that danced on her palate without compromising her health. It was empowering to know that small adjustments in her cooking could lead to significant improvements in her kidney function. Each meal became a testament to her commitment, a delicious reminder that she was taking control of her health. Moderation in protein consumption was another lesson learned. Sarah had always believed that more protein equated to better health, but she now understood that excessive intake could burden her kidneys. With guidance from her healthcare professional, she found a balance that worked for her. Lean meats, legumes, and nuts became staples, and she learned to appreciate the subtle flavors of plant-based proteins. The shift was liberating. She no longer felt trapped in the cycle of overindulgence, but rather embraced a sustainable approach to nutrition. Regular exercise emerged as the final piece of her kidney health puzzle. Initially, the thought of working out felt daunting, but Sarah discovered that movement could be enjoyable. She began with brisk walks around her neighborhood, relishing the fresh air and the rhythmic sound of her feet on the pavement. As her confidence grew, she ventured into jogging, feeling the rush of endorphins lift her spirits. Yoga became her sanctuary, a space where she could connect with her body and mind. Each session felt like a celebration of strength and resilience, reinforcing her commitment to a healthier lifestyle. As months passed, Sarah noticed profound changes, not just in her urine, but in her overall well-being. The bubbles had diminished, the colors returned to normal, and the odd smells faded into memory. Her energy levels soared, and she felt a sense of clarity that had eluded her for years. The secret message from her body had transformed into a symphony of health, a harmonious balance that resonated throughout her life. With each small step she took, Sarah realized that taking care of her kidneys was not merely about addressing the symptoms, but about embracing a holistic approach to health. She became an advocate for kidney awareness, sharing her journey with friends and family, encouraging them to pay attention to their own bodies. The narrative of Urea Hunger became a tale of empowerment, a reminder that our bodies communicate with us in subtle yet profound ways. Through her experience, Sarah learned that the path to kidney health is paved with awareness, hydration, balanced nutrition, and movement. It is about listening to the whispers of our bodies and responding with love and care. In doing so, she not only safeguarded her kidneys, but also discovered a newfound appreciation for life, a vibrant, fulfilling existence grounded in health and well-being.